Hey, I'm Emily Fraser from Matching Pool. I hope you all like and follow Shark Street.
Hi, I'm Lucas Calcifer. Join us on the Shark.
Hello, I'm Jonas Soto, and join us on Shark Stream.
Hello everyone, I'm Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. Join us to the Shark Stream. Let's go!
Hello, I am David Alcaide. Join us in Shark Stream.
Hey guys, I'm Feder Horst. Join us on the Shark Stream.
I'm Christina Tkach. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hey guys, it's Jason Shaw. Join us on the Shark Stream tonight.
Hi, I'm John Moore. Join me on the Shark Stream.
Hi, I'm Savannah Easton. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hi, my name is Georgia Georgiev, and you can join us at the Shark Stream.
Joey hit the lights, Bobby grabbed the mic, chicken calling at you from the other side. Shark 3, going live. We're about to enter water, only sharks survive. In 3, 2, 1.
Salotto is the world's premier pool community. Playing your friends has never been more fun. Raise the bar with Salotto so regular practice can become real pressure. With monthly prizes and cash payouts, Salotto brings pool to the people. You can even submit match results to Fargo Rate through Salotto if you want, but you don't have to. Your race, your place. Make your matches count with Salotto. Download now and get started. No minimum play per month. 8, 9, 10 ball. You choose. It all counts.
Everybody, welcome to the Shark Stream. We got some midweek action for you guys here. This is Brian in the booth from Yale Billiards in Wallingford, Connecticut. Tonight we're playing on table 7. We got our very own Rebecca Hilton. She is playing against Chris Aranci for the number 38 and 39 spot. I know a lot of you guys like to tune in and see Rebecca play, so even though they're not playing on one of our mainstream tables, now that we have the digital pool system, we can just sit here and watch them on table 7. So thanks everybody for joining us, and this match is already in progress. Looks like that's Chris there shooting at the 5 ball, trying to play a little safe. He's got a couple of choices here, it looks like. Go for it and try the bank shot. Hey, there's Katina. She's always one of my first people in the booth. Look at this bank shot. It's going to go straight in. Nice shot. Follows it up with a nice shot at the 6. Now she's going to be in a little bit of trouble. My hunch is that 9 is right in the way. So she's either going to play a 7 in the corner, bottom left, or go full Brian Merrick and try to play the 9 right here. But my hunch is going to go for the cut shot and come between the 8 and the 9. Hey, Aaron, this is at Yale Billiards. It's in Wallingford, Connecticut in the United States. And my name's Brian. I'm in the booth doing commentary for this match. It's a race to 9 tonight. I believe Rebecca's around a Fargo 482. Let me see if I can find Chris. Fargo ratings. He's rated at 519, so pretty solid players both sides. And I would say, you know, I'd go far as to say that Becca's at 482. I think she's underrated there. She's a very strong player. Has been playing very good in very recent tournaments. So I think she's going to be on the rise. She's going to be in the 500 club real soon if she's not already. But Chris is going to get first blood. 1-0, Chris. Aaron says he's from Los Angeles and he plays in leagues tournaments. I mean, you can see by the camera here that we have 16 tables. Tuesday night, or this is a Wednesday night, right? No, it's Tuesday night. Tuesday nights are one of the biggest, you know, league nights down here. You can't even get a parking spot in the parking lot. Never mind, people are parking on the road outside just to get in here. So, very busy APA league night. Oh, thank you so much. All right, I'll be careful. All right, Chris, racking up rake number 2. Or breaking up rack number 2. I don't know where I went there. Did not get the wing ball. It doesn't look like they're using a template, so it's not going to be so likely to get a ball on the snap. And he's left Rebecca a very nice, easy shot on the one on the side. At the 2 ball down here. That's the tricky part. She's going to have to come up and down and get straight back to the middle of the table if she wants to have any kind of position. I have Bobby Hilton in the booth, or not in the booth, he's in the Facebook. And he says there's so many good players on our pro list. It's really crazy. 76 pro list players. You're absolutely right. And every one of them, there's no slouches. Aaron plays UPA. I don't know if that's a different organization than APA, but UPA skill level 7, record 7-1. Very nice, man. If you're ever in town, come on by. I always like to say, you know, if you think you're a pretty good shot, come to Yale Billiards, bring money. Made this 3 ball a little harder than it needed to be. Problem with this cut shot is in order to make it to the pocket, the ball's going to have to go at least as far. The cue ball, that is. So it's going to come out like this, barring any other kind of crazy English. Yeah, he thinned it, but he had to hit that with some gusto. Becca's going to have a pretty easy shot on this 3 now. All right, Aaron, you play out of Crown City Billiards and Lounge in Pasadena, California. That's cool. I mean, I think Pasadena's where they set the Big Bang Theory. Seemed like a nice area. Jackie, we're at Yale Billiards in Wallingford, Connecticut. So about halfway between Hartford and New Haven. And about halfway between Boston and New York City. So it's a nice little mecca for a lot of pool players. A lot of New England pool players come here. This is where the pros play. So we have, we just did the McDermott Open last month, April 3rd through 6th. We had 23 pros playing here. And I mean pros. 750 plus Fargos, including our very own, of course, Lucas Fracasso Werner, who plays out of this hall. But we had some big names. And we're going to have some great events coming up in the coming months. We do a lot of pro list longer matches. We're not pro list. Professional longer matches. If you look at our backlog, we've had names like Earl Strickland. We've had Jonas, who just came in, Jonas Soto, who just came in 2nd in the UK Open. He's sponsored by the Shark Stream, and we congratulate him for his amazing performance this last weekend. Tough miss for Becca. Made that bang, she would have had the out. And now it looks like Chris is in good shape. I'm going to have to try and get a little interesting on this 7 ball because the cue ball is going to head straight into the 8. Unless he puts some strange English on there. He's going to fluke this 7 in the corner. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Missed the corner shot and went all the way around. That was a heck of a roll, to say the least. And after that fluke, he thinned the 8 ball. That's weird, but I guess a little bit of justice. Sometimes you feel that guilt after you make a lucky roll like that and kind of blow the next shot. That's pretty common for some of us. All right, Becca with a big shot here. Just a touch of draw, and she's dead on the 9. Oh, man, she used the whole pocket, but it went down. There you go, Becca tying it up at 1. All right, let me address some of these comments in here. Bobby wants me to talk a little bit about setting up Salotto matches, so let's do that. Salotto is one of our big sponsors here, our premium sponsors. And if you want to be on the Shark Stream, all you need is a phone. And you can reach out to me, Brian at the Shark Stream, or Bobby Hilton. Or, yeah, those are probably your best choices. And if you want to set up a Shark Stream with commentary Salotto match, then we will definitely do that for you. And the winner of your Salotto match will get a free subscription to Salotto, a 1-year subscription, I believe, $50 value. Jackie, yes, this is in Wallingford, Connecticut. It's about 2 hours from Aranci Billiards. So if you head up towards Boston, 2 hours from us is about the distance to Aranci Billiards. I haven't been there yet, but I plan on stopping by. My good friend Dave Matson lives right around the corner. So eventually I will. And I have met I've met Mason here at Yale Billiards. We've talked a little bit about booth and Shark Streams and streaming stuff in general. So they have a pretty sweet setup over there as well. Big shout out to Aranci Billiards. Sean says Bailey and Sean can do a Salotto match on the Sharks. And hey, you know what? I would watch that. So tell you what, Sean, send me a message, text. I think you got my number, or Facebook Messenger or whatever. Absolutely, we'll set that up for you, and we'll as long as Bobby says it's cool for the prize. I don't know if that sponsorship deal is for any match or if it's for any remote match. But definitely ping me and Bobby, and we'll get that set up. I mean, heck, I would do a Salotto match with anybody if they wanted to. But then I'd have to find somebody to cover the booth. I think Chris had enough angle on that one to make the ball, but he did clip it. I think he was trying to get the cue ball behind one of those balls at the top of the table. But right now, Becca's got a clean shot, and the 4's kind of hanging in the top left corner. Beautiful execution there. As long as the 7 doesn't get in the way, she should be in great shape here for the 5. I guess the point on that pocket had a little bit more of the ball than I thought. But she did sort of box it in between, and now it's going to be Chris who's got a pretty good chance here. That was exactly the caution I was worried about. Didn't have enough speed to get past the 7 from this angle anyway. I gotta close the door. Give me 1 second. So Bobby's in the comments section saying, I would love to see someone from the West Coast on the Shark Stream. So Jackie Perry, who's been talking from Crown City Billiards in Pasadena, California. If you're interested in being on the Shark Stream, reach out to me, Brian at thesharkstream.com, or Bobby. We will definitely get something set up. So if you want to get Crown City Billiards and Lounge on the Shark Stream, that's how you do it. Set up a Salotto match, give us a call. We'll show you how to use your phone to send it into the booth. It's been the story of my day tonight, too. I was playing a good friend of mine earlier this afternoon. And, man, I was getting great position, but I was missing ball after ball after ball after ball. Tough miss there from Rebecca. He had the outside angle, but that was going to be an impossible shot in a lot of ways. Even if she made it, she probably still would have collided with the 8 and gotten messy on the 7. As it stands, Chris is in pretty good shape here. Just a little draw off the table, I think, and he's in good shape here. Chose instead to play it off the rail. Now he's got a pretty deep cut shot. It's going to be tough. Hey, Brett, if you're ever back on the East Coast and you want to come to Yale Billiards, by all means, come on in. Say hi to the gang here. You're all familiar with them if you're a Shark streamer. And it's a great place to play pool, so, and everybody's welcome, of course. Come on in, play a little pool, get a little action if you're so inclined. Can't beat it. Nah, you might even show up on the Shark stream. Who knows? So what do you guys think now? We got 2 games in the books. It's still tied 1-1, racing to 9. And we got 8 racks apiece. It looks like Chris is the higher Fargo at 518 and Becca's like 482, but Becca's a fan favorite and she's been playing a lot of pool. So what do you guys think is going to happen here? Who's going to win? What's your final prediction? Just out of curiosity. We got about 45 people watching right now, which is pretty cool for a Wednesday afternoon, evening. It's a Tuesday afternoon. Oh man, I'm losing track of my own. I've been kind of going crazy with some personal issues. You know, I just moved, so I kind of forget what day it is. But definitely let me know in the comments section what you guys think is going to be the outcome of this one, and we'll talk about it a little bit. And by the way, after this rack is over, I got to tell you guys about something really cool that the Shark Stream's working on. We partnered up with Scott the Freezer Frost, and we're going to be bringing you some really interesting pool coverage over the course of June and early July, I want to say. So stay tuned. I'll give you a little teaser. Just a few minutes. We got one prediction in there saying that Becca will settle down and she'll win 9-7. Well, that would be impressive. She's defending her number 38 spot, so she definitely wants to see you show up strong here. That's probably going to do it for this rack. I think Becca's got all the chance in the world here to run out. Actress does 497. I didn't look her up. I only noticed what was in the digital pool system when we set up the scoreboard. But she's 497. She's going to be in the 500 club very, very soon. And of course, she's going to have his hands full. This is still a bit of a tough shot, man. when we redid the tables for the McDermott Open, we tightened up all the pockets. They're all 4.5 inches now. So pretty standard pool size, but they were 5-inch. 4.5 inches, you got to be pretty accurate. Hope I didn't jinx her. Knocks it right in off the point. 2-1, Rebecca. Very nice. And like I said, we got a big announcement. We're going to do 6 episodes of a fully produced 60-minute style podcast or video cast, I suppose, between Bobby Boom Hilton and Scott the Freezer Frost. It's going to be really exciting. They're going to talk a little bit about the week's events and pools, sort of like a news show. Going to talk about what's coming up. And pretty much every episode is going to have a really special guest you won't want to miss. So definitely stay tuned. That's going to be on our Shark Stream channels. You'll be able to watch that and, certainly enjoy, of course. Don't know, but I think they're still looking for sponsors. So if you're interested in sponsoring the Boom and Freezer Show, by all means, reach out to Bobby Hilton. Look at that bang shot. Beauty. Does she have the window on the 3, though? That's going to be the question. If she can see it, she can play a decent safety out of there, I'm pretty sure. She might even be able to pocket in the side. And she does. And she gets positioned through the window again on the 4 ball. Becca playing some great position here. Tell you what, guys, I mean, I just saw the Shark Stream on a YouTube channel, which is presumably Bobby Hilton. Bobby has a nickname other than Boom down here. It's Bobby Side Pocket. He just called Becca Side Pocket, so it'd ship off the old block there, I guess. She is playing this rack, which was a tight, messy, jinxed her. What I was going to say is she's playing a tight, messy rack very, very precisely, and there was some real nice shots there. That 5-ball drop, she would have had the out. But as it stands, Chris has got a tough decision. Get aggressive, play the 5 cross side. Get defensive, tap the 5 up table towards the side pocket, and leave the cue behind the 7, 8, or 9. But either way, not an easy shot. Waiting for one of our league tables to get out of the way. There we go. It's going cross side, it looks like. And he's going to come wide. But at the end of the day, leaving it in the middle of the table like that puts Becca on a bit of a pinch. Either way you cut the cue ball or cut the 5 ball into the corners, you're risking going into the opposite corner for a scratch. It looks like she's heading left. And that's what I was worried about. So it's going to be ball in hand, Chris, to tie it up. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate you watching the Shark Stream here on a Tuesday evening. If you would like to support the channel, definitely like on Facebook or YouTube. Subscribe if you're a YouTuber. Follow us on Facebook. And by all means, share it out. Tell a friend. We're watching live pool here in Wallingford, Connecticut tonight. Just left himself a little long here. He's just got to tap it forward. And there it is. Got enough angle to pop out towards the bottom left section of the table. that's the case, he's going to tie it up 2-2. Nice little bit of high right, and that's exactly what he did. Straight in shot in the 9. Sean says, I see it going hill. Once they both get in a groove, they can run 5 in a row. You're no doubt. So far, it feels like both players have been playing a little on the aggressive side. In other words, I don't think I've seen a deliberate safety play yet, but as we get closer to that 9 number, I got a feeling you're going to start seeing a little bit more of the brakes put on, let's say. But we'll see. I mean, give me 1 second, folks. Still waiting for the rack to show up. I mean, it's rack your own on the list, so they're going to spend a little extra time making sure it's just right. No surprise. Most of our pro listers use a template. Oh, okay. All right. I see what you're saying now, Bobby. All right. So Bobby wants me to let you know that if we get 10 late blue super chats before the next 27 minutes, they're $2 a piece, and you get the $2 stickers. If we make our goal, then I guess I get a free round on Yale Billiards. So I would appreciate your support, everybody that's out there. If you want to, if on YouTube, you click on that little arrow icon at the top of the chat section and click on, I guess, $2 donation, then you're contributing to my delinquency and beer fund. So let's go. All right, that having been said, let's talk about pool. Just a little wide on that 1 ball in the corner, but she didn't have much going forward on the 2 anyway. So the way this rack's set up, it's another one where it's a little tight and right there on the foot section. So it's going to be pretty difficult to find a good run here. Look at that. He's stunned it right up the rail, and he's going to have position, I think, on the 2-8 combo. Bobby says Facebook stars also count. So if we make our donation goal for the Shark Stream tonight, I get to have beers. So that is a noble cause, one worth definitely contributing to. And a difficult weekend for me, so believe me, I will appreciate them so much. So Chris just played a little bit on the 2 ball, and he's left Rebecca with almost no choice but to play safe here. I like just tapping this 2 ball into the rail and just sending the cue up table. See if that's what she comes up with. Oh, she's going straight towards the corner, and Chris has a good clean look at the 2, even if it's not real easy to make. And again, you got this whole mess sitting over here now. 4, 6, 9 just bunched up. All right, I can try, Bobby. We don't usually do that for the digital pool tables, but I'll try it for tonight. Look at that shot. 2 off the 5. And he's got to look at the 3. Dan Grove is wondering if they can ride the 9. You can ride the 9 anytime you want, but the list rule is that you have to call the pocket the 9 goes into. So if whether you're shooting directly at the 9 or you're shooting the 9 as a part of a combo or carom or whatever, you have to call the 9 ball and the pocket that it's going into to make it count as a win. I mean, trust me, if you tune in, go to our YouTube channel, Dan, or because Facebook deletes all our live videos now after 30 days. But if you go to our YouTube channel and search for The Shark Stream Brian Merrick, you will not be disappointed. That dude is known for flying the 9, even though it's a called shot. I say flying the shot. That's his nickname in this place. Flying Brian. I like this layout right now. She's got a pretty nice shot at the 4. She can come back to the bottom of the table. And she'll be able to get a decent angle on this 5. Tricky part is going to be, do you try to set up for the 6 in the corner? Because that's a hard hold. Or do you try and set up for the 6 in the left side pocket? See what she comes up with. And C, set up for the 6-9 combo. All right. So Dan, this is your point exactly. Right now, Becca would have to tell her opponent, I'm playing the 9 in the corner before she makes the 6-9 combo shot. Hope she called it, because that counts. That definitely was called, and that definitely counts. Becca's up 3-2 on a nice 6-9 combo. Very nice, Becca. I love everything about that McDermott ad, and here's why. You got our very own pro, Lucas Fracasso Werner, featured in there alongside our other Sharkstream pro, Jonas Soto Camino, who just came on runners-up in a brutal match against Aloysius Yap in the UK Open. If you haven't seen it, go to WNTTV.com and check it out. There's highlight reels available for free on their YouTube channel, but if you want to watch the action, it's a pretty awesome stream. And well produced, just absolutely amazing footage. Becca with the 1 in the side pocket, and I think she's gonna have a look. Nope, 2 snuck behind the 3, unfortunately. We got another super sticker on YouTube from Shannon. Oh, thank you, Shannon. She's always in the comment section with me. Appreciate that, Shannon. Thank you. Becca left a 2 hanger, and this balls are just spread out. Or did she? Did I miss something? Oh, she's giving up ball in hand. I guess I missed something there. I was looking at the comment section. Chris must have had to go to the restroom or something. All right, so that's why. 14 more to go. 14 more dollar for access. So we need another. Oh, we've already got. So yeah, 14. So that's 7 super stickers on YouTube, or 200 stars on Facebook, and I'll get a good beer, a beer, or donate it to the tab, whatever it is. Whatever Bobby and Lisa say, go here. So I just go with the flow. So all right, guys. I think Chris is back. Got the ball in hand. Like Becca's old school choice of just saying, here's how I indicate that you have ball in hand when you went to the bathroom. Just drop it on the chalk. I do that all the time. All right, so Chris got ball in hand and a wide open table. Let's see if we can get a nice little run going here. like this out because right now he's got just enough outside angle to stun it towards the middle of the table. He's literally going to want to place the 3 in the corner, but just enough push forward to get to like this area. Oh, he came off onto the rail a little bit, hit it thin, or hit it a little, yeah, I guess fat. Sean, that's pretty awesome. Says Sean's comment was, "I love Rebecca's honesty. I have so much respect for players like that." I'm like, I expect all players to be like that, but at the same time, I also have concerns, especially with strangers. But for the most part, people here at the Yale Billiards organization aren't they're not cheaters. So she absolutely handed over ball in hand. She just made that last ball, the 3, I believe, and she got herself snookered on the 5 though. She's gonna kick at it. It's a tough shot. Gonna go wide. Now ball in hand number 2. Well, actually, it's not 2 in a row though, so it's not a 2 count foul. Just another ball in hand. Very nice pull to get to the 5 ball. He's gonna do it again to get to the 6, I think. He doesn't want to go too far. He doesn't want to be perfectly straight. I would like leaving the cue ball like right here. All right, that's still pretty decent. Now he can bounce up table towards the 7 without having to do any magic. See, well, I thought Becca made a 2 ball in the middle or 3 ball in the middle there. So, but either way, it doesn't matter. He's going to try for the run out. Chris looking to tie it up again here. Oh, wow. All right, Bobby's sending me notes again. You guys can see his comments on the YouTube side of the channel. Plunks the 8 ball right in there, and he wants me to tell you that the Shark Stream will be back on the road. He had a mean March. Or actually, it was April. The McDermott Open, yeah, he disappeared for a while. But anyway, he's going to be at the Virginia, Florida Open, and then the International, and then the U.S. Open. So all these big tournaments leading into the Moscone Cup, we will have live coverage from there with the Shark Stream. I'm sure it's going to be Austin and Bobby on the road again, bringing you all kinds of great coverage. I mean, if you want to check out our past videos on YouTube from the International, from the Beasley Cup, I forget where else they went. They were at Moscone last year. They do a great job sort of putting together some content from, interviewing players, interviewing fans, asking what kind of watch they're wearing. Just we have a lot of really neat content from these big events. And Lucas and Jonas were going to be touring together with us as well, both sponsored Shark Stream players. So should be a good time if you guys ever want to meet up with the Shark Streamers. That's how you do it. So July 30th through August 23rd. My goodness. And now he wants me to add the expo. Oh, yeah, he did the expo. That's right. He was there. We had a booth at the expo shared within the box. And, we were selling some good Shark Stream gear. We had a table. There was a lot of action matches. It was a lot of fun. So definitely check that out on the YouTube channel. It's all there. A solid break from Chris. He made at least one on the snap. Oh, they switched to using the template. That's interesting. That is the Taom Max Rack sitting on the bottom rail of the table. All right, Chris has no look at the one. I'm thinking a push is coming. I like trying to push to like somewhere in this area. But he's going to go kick at it. I'm mistaken. I didn't have an overhead view, so I couldn't judge that angle quite right, and he just plowed it right in the corner like it was nothing. All he's got to do is make this 2. The 3 goes in from pretty much anywhere. You take a look at our YouTube numbers. Yeah, we got 33 of you watching on YouTube, so you can all see what the Shark Stream, which is Bobby Boom Hilton of the Bobby Boom Hilton show with Boom and Frost with Scott, or Boom and Freezer with Scott Frost, coming soon to our channels. Check that out, and he's encouraging people over there, and I'm encouraging them as well. If we get another $14 more, then I get beer. So if you want to kick in on a beer for me, then by all means, I encourage you highly to buy one of those $2 super stickers or send in, whatever number of stars you see fit. Got around for that 3 ball just nice. And draw back for this 4 straight in, though. Oh, man, that's going to make getting on the 5 pretty tough. He wanted a little angle one way or the other. We can't all be like Dave Gavrish and find a way to cheat the pocket and draw at 7 feet. So he's going to draw it straight back. He's going to take the will of the table. Now he's got a tough decision. I'd go defense all day here, but these guys have not been doing that at all so far. So I think he's going to try and cut it in the side now. He says we'll be streaming whatever we can, definitely at the International. Yeah, we like I said, just go back on YouTube because, Facebook doesn't save the videos anymore, but go back on YouTube, check out our channel on YouTube, subscribe to YouTube, get our subscriber numbers up. That always helps. He did go for the safety, and he missed pretty bad. He's trying to snug up to the 9, I believe. I think I would have just hit it straight in the face and left it behind the 9. But it's easy to say that when you're in the booth. Got just enough draw to have an angle on this 6. I like this position. Should be easy enough to make it in the pocket and just sort of bounce up here a little bit. Harder now that you got the ridge. Little bit too much wind up there, I think, but shooting that far across the table on the bridge is always kind of tricky. So Chris has got a chance to take the lead for the first time, I believe. Just got to make 3 in a row. Very nice. Let's see what his position decision looks like. I think in my mind's eye, a little bit of right-hand English gets him just as far away from the 9 as he can get, and you just want to be in this whole area right there. Oh, he fatted it. Yikes. I think that might have been a little nerves there, but this is still a tester because look at this 8-ball position is straight in the pocket. Unless you're feeling comfortable enough to go rail first, it's going to be real hard. Or you can just leave the cue right there and play the 9 on the side. But let's see what Rebecca decides to do. She's just going to play it. A little bit of follow. Stop, ball, stop. We've all been there, right? Oh, she caught the front point. That's not the end of the world because when you make that shot, typically it goes towards the short rail. Chris has still got a tester here. This is not a duck by any stretch. Shannon, you are awesome, and I appreciate you so much. She just sent in a super chat for $20 saying, okay, I can't stand it. Brian needs a beer. I'm in a great mood. I don't need a beer, but I love beer. So I'll tell you a funny story from when I was, when my daughter was just very young. She came with me to, I forget which, it was one of the liquor stores over on, or package stores if you're a Connecticut person, on Route 5 here in Wallingford. And, you know, she was in the car with me. We were going to a picnic or something. And we go into the store. She's like, I see the sign on the side of the door. It says you must be 18 or 21 or older to enter. And I was like, oh, okay. So as we're walking through the door, I turn and look at her. And mind you, she's like 6 years old at this point. I look at her. I said, Katie, look 18 or look 21. And the clerk, over by the counter, just started giggling. And obviously they're not going to give me a hard time. Decent break there. It's going to be dry though. So they're not going to give her a hard time just because she's with daddy. And what kind of store is this? She asks. I said, this is a liquor store. This is where daddy goes to get beer. And with all the emphasis only a 6-year-old possibly can have, she turned to me and she's like, oh, daddy, you love beer. So that immediately just came to mind when Shannon sent in that super chat. A very fond memory of mine. You love beer. Yes, I do, Katie. Oh, she got a little wide on this 2-ball. The 1-ball went in nice, but got a tricky angle here. That's the defensive shot I'm starting to see. All right, that's good shot. Yeah, played the 5 right in there. Oh, and look at the jeopardy. If somehow Chris can't get this ball and he leaves it right the way it is, the 2's right next to the 9. So that was a very good positional safe right there. Yeah, Shannon, it's one of my favorite memories of Katie. She's had a lot of moments. She's 22 now, but she's had a lot of moments in her life that just really made me laugh. For specific, there's another silly one. It doesn't mean anything, but her mom got into a car accident while she was in the car. Fortunately, nobody was injured. It was no big deal. Just messed up the car pretty good. And my wife at the time had texted me and said, "Hey, I got into a car accident, but I think we can drive home. It's fine." And I was like, "Okay." And she got home, and I looked at Katie, who was again probably around 6, 7 years old. I said, "Is everybody okay? What happened?" And in the most beautiful 6-year-old daughter kind of expression, she's like, "Mommy's car went kaboom." Oh, that made me giggle. Mommy wasn't as thrilled, but Daddy Daddy thought it was hilarious. All right, like I said, the jeopardy here by not making that 2-ball connection. The 2-9 is definitely on the table. Let's see if Becca makes her second one of the set. Oh, she knocks it right down. It's a second shortcut for Becca to get back into the tie game. And since I know Andy Gow is in the actual comment section right now, watching from home, I'll just go ahead and say it for you, Andy. Can we just go ahead and fast forward to Hill Hill? Because I got a feeling that's where we're heading. They haven't had more than a 1-game split this entire set, so let's stay tuned, folks. And again, thank you, Shannon, for the contribution to the beer fund. It's always appreciated. Yeah, Dan, that was a fantastic setup. The way she set that up was absolutely genius, because by playing the safety on the 2-ball and leaving the 5 in the middle like that, your choices are very simple. You either have to make the connection, or the other alternative is just give up ball in hand and send the 5 into the 2-9 and get the 9 out of the way. Here we go, rack number 9. Becca in the command seat. She's going to be breaking it up. Hopefully she can knock a wing ball down now that you're using the Taom Max rack. And if she does, then she could see some good action here. Let's go. Ooh, just missed the one on the side, and she did not get the wing, so this is going to be a dry break. Chris is coming back with a decent look at the one, but not a lot of pockets to go to. Tell you what, even though Shannon hogged it by going all in on the super chat, they also serve a certain beverage here called Tullamore Dew. So if you guys want to keep sending in super chats, by all means. But again, thank you guys for contributing the super chats and the stars. I'm going to have a nice tasty beer after this is over with, and then I'll head back to my new abode in North Haven and unload the ridiculous amount of stuff I just bought from BJ's to get it started. Look at this safety play. I told you they were coming out of the gate swinging pretty hard, aggressive shots, going for the, low probability shots. That right there was another beautiful use of the 3-5-9. Just get the cue out of there and just send the one up table. That's all you got to do. So he's looking to get ball in hand from Rebecca. Let's see if she obliges. This is a pretty tough kick shot, but the one being so close to the rail, the ball gets 3 times bigger. With a little bit of left. Not enough, though. But Chris will get his ball in hand. But I'm going to borrow from another one of our legendary broadcasters here at the Shark Stream, Bobby Hunt, which is one of his favorite things to say is, all right, well, I'm looking at this 1 and this 2 ball, but there's no future in it. You make the 1 and the 2, then what? Well, I'm thinking you make the 1 and the 2, and then you play the obvious safety. You can get the cue ball like right around here somewhere after the 2. Play the 3. Play the cue right here. And that would put Becca on 2 if he actually accomplished the second safety in a row. Look at this angle, though, he's got. He's going the wrong way. He wanted to be a little bit towards the top of the top rail so that he could slide the cue down. Now he's got to go back and forth a little bit because, he's going to have to stroke it. I think the 6 has got him. I like this idea. Just go ahead and just call the 9 in the right side pocket and just smack the 3 from behind and see what happens. Just going to give it a rub-a-dub. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to miss and get no rail. That's ball in hand right there. See where the 9 ball was headed, though? I like my idea of just smacking it. I mean, it's very low probability it drops in the side, but wouldn't it be thrilled if it did? She's got a tricky shot on this 4 to the 5. Cue ball's going to want to head towards that top left corner, and then it's going to bounce around and end up on the bottom right side of the table, or what we like to call short side position. So she missed the 4, but she got the exact position I was talking about. Nice try. She got the 7 as a fluke, or he got the fluke 7. And now he stays at the table with the 4, kind of blocked by the 6 and the 8. So he doesn't have a lot of choices here. What's he gonna do? We lift back on the short rail. I'm thinking safety again. Try to use either the 5-9 or the 6-8 as coverage. Send the the 4 ball up table. That's about all I can think of. Yeah, that's what she's doing. Did she get there? There might be a window there. But if the 8's bigger than it looks, might be snookered. I got a pretty clean look at this 5 ball. Still going to make it pretty tough. Oh, Bobby's asking me to look at the new super chat. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so Bobby restarted the super chat. Brian will sing after the match. I don't know about that. I've done it once before, and it's still on YouTube. So I believe it was Lionel Richie's All Night Long. But Bobby says if we get 10 super chats for $2, that I'll sing a song after the. I'll have to think of one. I can't do the same one twice. Oh, she's on the 50-yard line. She got it a little either too soft or too hard. Not sure which one she was going for. Got a really difficult cut shot to get into this corner, though. And she's probably going to have to use the bridge because it's way out there. Interesting. Bobby just said she uses Taom chalk, but she puts it in her pocket. She's wearing very light clothes. I wouldn't think you'd want to put chalk in your pocket. Shannon remembers. Oh no, left the hanger, so Chris is going to go up 5-4 here all day long. Yeah, Shannon remembers. It was all night long. I was in the booth. I don't know. Beer may or may not have been a factor. I can't remember exactly why I did it, but I did it. Chris takes the lead 5-4. These two are battling.
Salotto is the world's premier pool community. Playing your friends has never been more fun. Raise the bar with Salotto so regular practice can become real pressure. With monthly prizes and cash payouts, Salotto brings pool to the people. You can even submit match results to Fargo Rate through Salotto if you want, but you don't have to. Your race, your place. Make your matches count with Salotto. Download now and get started. No minimum play per month. 8, 9, 10 ball. You choose. It all counts.
Back to live. Rack number 10 coming up. Right now, Chris Aranci is ahead 5-4 against Rebecca Hilton. Very close match so far. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream tonight. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, whichever is your choice. And definitely, if you're interested, we also have another offering called SharkStream TV. You go to sharkstreamtv.com. That's our digital pool offering. Right now, we're watching it on a digital pool camera. All 18 tables here at Yale Billiards are wired into digital pool. And if you want, you can, for $10 a month, you can subscribe to digital pool / SharkStream, or just go to sharkstreamtv.com on the bottom right corner of your screen. You'll be able to watch any match that's in progress that's being scored by digital pool. So if you want to record your own matches, let's say you're in the league and you just want to record your own match, you can just tap it in the digital pool, and then you'll be able to go back and watch that. But also, when we have major events here, like we did for the McDermott Open, you'll be able to watch live streaming coverage of any table in the house on demand and live. So you can go back and watch recordings of the entire tournament, or you can go and watch what's happening right now. So keep that in mind. If you go to sharkstreamtv.com, it's a great deal. $100 for a whole year, or $10 a month. And by the way, we just watched a little bit about Salotto there. I want to mention again that we are looking for players out there, especially in the West Coast for some reason, to join us on the Shark Stream using a Salotto match, or Salotto rated match, using your own phone. So just like this match here has only got one camera right now, all we need is one phone, one decent view of your table, and the information about your Salotto match, and we will be able to do live commentary, and the winner of that Salotto match will get a $50 value subscription for, I think it's a year. So check that out. Just definitely reach out to Brian at thesharkstream.com. That's Brian with an I, or Bobby at thesharkstream.com, and you'll be able to inquire about that possibility. So let's get some Salotto matches on here. I would love to see some other pool halls participate on the Shark Stream. So keep that in mind, guys. All right, Becca's on the 6. Got a good chance of pocketing the 6 and getting out for the 8. Oh, she got it a little stiff. That's going to give her a pretty tough back cut. Win and to tie again. Nice little shot there. Just perfect stroke. Just knocked it right down. Becca's tied it up 5-5. So we've seen 0-0. We've seen 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, and now 5-5. So any predictions on where this match is headed? I think I have an idea. Number 11 and coming at you. Yeah, you're right, Bobby. She puts it in her pocket. I got a feeling I mean, Taom is a pretty not messy chalk. I mean, I've had Taom dust on my shirts before, but even still, I don't think I want to put it in my pocket. 6 ball drops in the corner off the 1 and the 2. And look at these ball positions. The only tricky shot she's got right now is the 3. She can come in behind it after cleaning up the 1-2. She might have a good solid chance of running this guy. It's not going to be easy, but she can do it. Andy Gow with the comment of the night. Yes, you think it might be going hill. Of course, I think it's going hill. I'll just be curious because I think it's the first time I've seen a match or commented on a match, let's say, that hasn't had a delta of 2. So in other words, they've been within 1 all the way through. It got sort of behind the 3, and that's might be good enough. If she can power this into the rails, she might be able to make it cross-eyed. Did shorten it up, but not quite enough. But look at this leave. Nice roll. Ooh, went for the reverse English and scratched twice in a weird way. Missed the 3 and then dropped it in the side pocket. So Becca's going to have ball in hand. The question is she going to go for her 3rd shortcut? She's already made 2 combos on the 9. And the 3-9's just staring at you, isn't it? Sure feels that way. That's what she's doing. She's got 2 low ball 9 combos. We're trying to make it 3. Let's see what she's got. She might have to become flying Rebecca Hilton instead of Becca side pocket. I hate combos, so I'm excited to see this. Oh, she hit it fat, but she got the 3 anyway, and she snookered on the 4. That's no justice. the 8 in the side, but she did not do herself any favors here with this 9-ball position. We once again would like to remind everybody that we are giving away a $50 subscription to Salotto if you play your match on the Shark Stream this month. It has to be a Salotto rated match, and we'll broadcast it on the Shark Stream. So we'll reach out to Bobby at thesharkstream.com or Brian at thesharkstream.com, and we'll definitely try to get that straightened out for you. We're going to try and pick a match sometime in the next week or so, hopefully, and we'll get it live for you. All you need is a phone. That's it. Going to be another one where 5-5, it's going to be 6-5 Chris unless he does something weird. There you go. Nice shot, Chris. 6-5 Chris. All right, rack number 12 coming up. Chris at the table. Looking for a wing ball on that Taom Max rack. Either the set's going for the 7 in the corner. Well, he didn't get the 7 in the corner, but he did get the 2 in the upper left corner, so he's in good shape. He's got the 1 ball in plain sight. It's a little tough to cut, but otherwise a wide open table. Could be off to the races here again. We go rail first on the 3. Down a little fat. Now 3's going up table. Let's see. Becca's in great shape here. If the 4 goes by the 7, then she's in great shape. If it doesn't, then she's going to have to do a little work here. Wow, that was a heck of a try on that cut shot. I think the 8's got it snookered, though, and the 9's going to make it even tougher. Chris has got a little bit of work to do to get this 5 ball down. And great job, everybody. I'm sharing it out there. It's definitely helpful to the stream. According to our figures, we got a little over 100 on all our platforms between YouTube, Facebook, and Digital Pool. So if you're enjoying tonight's action, please do continue to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on Facebook, of course. Got a piece of the 5. He just left it out there. So now Becca's got a pretty decent look at this. No English necessary to get it back up and down for the 6. Just got to play the 5 in the corner. Maybe a hint of outside. Oh, she hit it a little full. Gonna get back past the 7? No, she's in trouble. Hit it a little bit. Oh, she got the glance. Does she have enough for the rail? It looks like it. And it's going to be a beautiful safety as well. That 8 ball is going to loom large. Got a little bit fortunate there, Becca, but a nice shot nonetheless. What's he doing? Oh, he's measuring the distance. Okay, that he's using the old pool stick method, but instead he's using his finger. That's a little strange. It looked like he was touching the 6 ball, and that's definitely a no-no. So he's placed the chalk on the rail where he thinks his line is to make the 6 contact. Oh, look at that. It worked. Nice shot, I guess. I mean, that method is tried and true, so shouldn't be too surprised. Now he's got the 7 ball out next to the 9. Wonder what he's thinking. Karam? Call the 9 in the corner? Play safe. Put the cue behind the 9. Call the 9. We got it. For the first time in this set, we now have a leader by 2. Chris is up 7-5. Good going, Chris. And nice Karam. So Becca has 2 9 combos, and now Chris has 1 Karam 9. Good job, players. Should see the score update in a second. I could have swore I saw Becca tap the tablet. There it is. All right, guys, I'm going to step out of the booth for just a hot second. I got to answer the call in nature. I'll be right back. I'm back. I see since I've departed, my mother has joined the comment section. Hi, Mom. Saudi Arabia, $1 million prize fund. Wow, that's going to be amazing. First place gets $250,000. And look at this hang up right here. So Becca has 2 combo 9s and Chris has 1 carom 9. I have a feeling, just a feeling, we're going to see Becca get a carom 9 right here. Oh, she got it too full. I saw the right English on there, but that one you needed to get a little less full so the Q squirted over a little bit. But I do appreciate the attempt. Nice crisp shot, 5 in the corner. Look at this leave. He's just got to get on the pro side of the 8 ball, and he should be in great shape to finish this rack and get to the hill. So Chris taking charge late in this rack, or late in this set. Just a hair a draw and just the right speed, and you got a pretty nice leave on the 8. He's going to leave the 8-9 instead. Wow, okay. Or another carom shot, possibly. Call the 9. See if he's going for the combo or the carom. I think I would just hit the 6 in the corner and drew back between the 8 and the 9, but this is another choice. So now we got 2 caroms for Chris, 2 combos for Becca. Chris is on the hill 8-5, and in case you guys are just tuning in, which I know most of you are not, but in case you are, I tell you a little bit about a new video podcast we got coming up soon called the Boom and Freezer Show. It's going to be featuring Bobby Boom Hilton and Scott the Freezer Frost. It's going to be talking about news and events from the week of pool. It's going to be talking about the next week of pool and what's coming up. And hopefully every single episode, they're going to have a really crazy, awesome guest for you. As you know, we got Jonas Soto pretty much on speed dial, but we also have some pretty exciting other guests in mind, both from Bobby and from Scott. So keep an eye on our channels. You're going to see 6 episodes of that starting in June. They just shot a pilot one to sort of see how it would go. We might put that up. We might not sure. But it's definitely going to be exciting. So tune in. Just to clarify, it's not going to be a live stream like we have with most of our pool matches. It's going to be recorded and produced and edited and cleaned. So it's going to look like like a 60 minutes kind of show. It's going to be multi-angle. You're going to see everything, and should be some really great talk amongst 2 really great guys that know a lot about pool and the pool scene right now. So keep an eye on at least our YouTube channel. I don't know if we're posting them to Facebook or not, but on our YouTube channel, definitely. And you'll be able to see those videos after they're ready. I think they're going to do it once a week. Is that a push? Looks like a push. All right, Becca needs 4 in a row here, and Chris needs just 1. Looking at the 8 combo here. I was just going to send it up. Needed a little more follow if he's looking for a stick. I got a feeling the one's right out in the open. Yep, nice and clean. She's got the 2-3 combo if she wants it. Trouble there is that the 2 is going to want to wander down the short rail. least from this angle. So she's going to want to hit it soft to try and leave the 2 right in the jaws. That's what a little bit of what I was afraid of. So the 2 did wander up the short rail, but she got so straight on that cue ball, it just followed right into the corner pocket. So Chris is going to have ball in hand with a pretty wide open table. Just got to make it up to the 4 and back to the 5. A little bit of ball travel, but it's still, every ball has at least 1 pocket. All right, I like that shot. It's going to be able to come back straight up and down the table for the 5 ball in the corner. From there, it's off to the races, really. Mistake there. Ooh, wow, I didn't see where it was rolling. So now Becca's got a little bit of work to do because that 6-8 window is pretty narrow. But she thinks she can get through. So if she can pocket this 5 and leave the 6 right where she is. Exactly what she does, but she ran a lot further than I thought she was gonna. I was thinking she'd hit it just pocket speed and sort of come up, basically think. You got some gas on it, so this is going to be a lot tougher. Guess she kind of played that 2 ways. She got the 6 rolling towards the side pocket and got the 9 as a blocker, but it's going to be tough no matter what. See what Chris is thinking. Kick. A lot of guys will be busting out a jump cue here, but he's just going to jump full cue. Maybe masse, little masse action. And a very nice masse shot. Is he going to be okay? Yeah, he's going to be great. Let's take a little look at that one. That was really, really tough. Got to slide it around the 9 just enough so that curves into the 6, and that's exactly what he did. Very nice play there. I wish I had an overhead just so I could see how much of that point's blocking the pocket. Goes for the cross side, does not get there, too wide. Beautiful shot, Becca, but gonna have to make another one. A lot of felt between you and home. Good shot there from Becca. Long distance, perfect cut. She goes up to 6. Chris remains at 8. Great shot, Bex.
Hit the lights, Bobby grab the mic. Chicken, call me at you from the other side. Shock 3, going live. We're about to enter water, only sharks survive. In 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Rack 14 in the books. Rack 15 coming up. We have Chris at 8, Becca at 6. Becca's breaking. You know, she can send that 8 ball right in the corner. Nope. Looks dry to me, folks. So Chris is coming back to the table. The clean look at the 1. The 2 is kind of out there, but I'm looking at this 7-4 situation on the bottom. It's going to be tricky. Yeah, Will, you're not wrong, man. Those were phenomenal. The 8 ball shot was tough, and the 9 ball right behind it was tougher, and she made them both look easy. Got the 2 ball. 3 balls pretty close to the pocket, so doesn't have to play too hard here. Got to sort of take his time, get a thin angle on the 3, let's say. Ooh, I didn't think the pocket was going to take that shot. All right, 3 in the corner, followed up for a little bit of 4 in the opposite corner is my guess. There you go. It's a little bit outside English or inside English to get it to stick to the rail like that. Here's the tricky part. He got a little too far. He wanted to be either straight or he wanted to have a little bit of a different angle because now the cue ball is going to rush towards that 8. Any kind of follow when it's heading that way. And if you're a rock star, you try to come, basically with a little bit of draw. Chance at the stun, did he get enough distance? It looks like he might have. We took the stun shot, got an angle on the 5. He's just going to end up, again, it's going to be, these are like recovery shots. Every shot is recovering from the one before it. So you just got to play the 5 and sort of take his chance with the table. Because there's not really a clean way to get position that I see on this 6 ball. All right, so he did go forward, and he's going to have a nice angle on the 6 ball. Look at that. Beautiful shot, Chris. Slow roll it, and it's going to drift. I'm not saying that the table rolled. Believe me, these tables are playing as good as brand new. I mean, they're playing so good. This guy Cliff came out and did them for the McDermott Open, and they're playing so good. Having said that, when you tend to play a little bit of English and slow like that, you tend to take your line off. That's exactly what I think happened to Chris. So Beck's got an opportunity here. Oh, and she thinned it. But look at the leave. She's going to get the leave. Chris may have the lead, but Becca's been getting all the rolls. All right, back up, big time. Let's do this. Straight in 7, follow it up for the 8. Get yourself an angle for the 9. This is a pretty standard shot here. You can go forward or backward. I like draw myself, but let's see what she picks. In and low. There you go. Straight up the table. Now she's got a down the rail shot. Should be able to put this away to go 8-7. Perfect. Nice shot, Becca. 8-7 is the score. In case you're wondering where we are, here we go. Down 2 possible to go. So far as Chris was up 8-5, but Rebecca has the momentum right now. And with that said, she scratched. Good break. Balls are wide open otherwise. And it says, "Let's go, Rebecca." We got a few Becca fans. I was thinking about that this afternoon. I was like, all right, I haven't gotten in the booth and streamed in a while. If you look at the schedule right now, there's not a lot of top 10 matches coming up. So, and I saw Becca was playing tonight. I took it upon myself to sort of, hey, Bobby, you think we should stream this? He said, yep. So people do like watching Becca shoot. She's just a fantastic up and coming women's pool player. She does a tournament. She does action matches. So it's always fun to watch her. And I believe this is probably Chris's first time on the stream. He's got 2 Carom 9s already. We could go for the Carom 9 here for win. I tell you what, even if the 4 goes by the 8 into the corner, I'm still calling the 9. Just in case, you know? The 4 did go. Kind of kissed the 9, and now he's a little weird on the 5. Contemplating some options, might be waiting for somebody behind him to shoot. Little thin. Gonna line up on the side real nice. Becca's in control here. She's got a pretty good leave here. I think she's going to be able to make this 5 on the side and get back to the 6 around the 8, maybe. But touch a draw and try that. Oh, she overcut it. Crisp shot, 5 in the corner. He's got the 6 right in the opposite corner. See if we might be ending this up a little bit here. This is 4 pretty textbook balls. Got to keep focused. Take them one at a time. Bobby likes to say this looks like tic-tac-toe right here. There you go. Got an angle. Should be able to pop it right back to the middle of the table, no problem. Stay focused. Is it with a pretty much center ball shot? I think I might have liked a little low right on that just to shorten up the shot a little bit, but this is still very, very makeable in automatic position. Got to play the ball with the right speed. Shannon, that's funny. No, this is definitely not Rebecca's first time on the stream, but I'm pretty sure it is Chris's first time on the stream. So I understand what you're saying when you say, I was so nervous my first time on the stream. I had a hard time, couldn't stop shaking the first couple of games, LOL. Yeah, I mean, I've been on the stream exactly one time, I think. And I got to be honest, it was a nothing burger to me just because you just play the game. But I hear that from a lot of people. So there you have it, guys and gals. Becca Hilton loses her number 37 spot to Chris Aranci. I believe it's 37. 38 spot. So Chris Aranci moves up to 38. Rebecca moves down to 39 in a very well fought match. Thanks everybody for tuning in. This is Brian in the booth, thanking each and every one of you that was tuned in and watching, but more specifically, anyone who participated in the Super Stickers Challenge there to buy me a beer, especially you, Shannon. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great night, and I'll see you later on the Shark Stream.
I'm going to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. We've got Greater New Haven APA, Sigma Wear, Tommy Supplies, Mabel's Tables, NM Billiards, Dynamic Power Wash, Pool Table Magic, Simonis Cloth, of course, the Shark Stream and Yale Billiards, Andy Gow, Support Pool, Share, and Donate, Salotto, Mark Anthony Home Improvement, WR Magic Carbon Cleaners, McDermott, Taom Billiards, Vacules, Aramith, Master Billiards, K. Morgan Commercial Painting, Jacoby Custom Cues, and Harriman Real Estate. Don't forget, folks, without you,